When we look at things, our eye flips it around and makes it backwards, but then our brain puts it right side up. So I did this project just to show the people how it works.
79 students representing 62 projects are on hand at UBCO for the Central Okanagan Regional Science Fair. They're in grades 6 to 12 and all share one passion, the love of science. And they're very enthusiastic about their own projects. Youngsters like Denby Huber, an A student in science who is testing the amount of radiation that leaks from a broken cell phone.
If your phone is dropped or has a crack in it or is broken, it's giving off more radiation than it should be.
Even just sending a text creates additional radiation.
Yeah, see, it's increasing by a lot. See, it's about 14.44.
Just from a simple text.
Yeah, so it's using more signal, more radiation.
These are projects that some students started back in November and have spent 4 months, then some, doing experiments, and now they have a chance to communicate them to science judges.
Well, I tried to see what different drinks affect your teeth the most. In the end, I found that lemonade was the worst for deterioration, and Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola were tied for the worst for discoloration.
Coffee's another one, I think, that people think of discoloration, right?
That's a very dark, discolored one. But the odd thing is, it seemed to have made it a tiny bit stronger. If I tap it, it sounds harder than the water would. For some reason, it seemed to have changed the density for the better. I wouldn't really recommend trying it to strengthen your teeth, but it's just maybe it was a chemical in the eggshells that turned it to be a thicker density.
It's moving slowly to simulate how the tides move so slowly.
So it spins those turbines down there?
Yeah, it spins this turbine, and I took the start voltage and the end voltage and the time it took for the test.
Haylee Hastings, another A student, has created a tidal simulator to demonstrate the potential to generate electricity from Dodd Narrows on Vancouver Island.
It measures the voltage at the start and the end. So then what I did was I converted that into kilowatt hours, and I compared it to a 40-meter diameter tidal turbine and saw if mine was 40 meters in diameter, how much energy mine could produce and how many houses on average I could power on Vancouver Island with one.
How many could you?
With one, I could power approximately 22. But an actual tidal station is in a triangle and has a turbine on each point. So there's actually going to be 3 turbines, so it would power about 66.
James Nemes, who's won competitions like this twice before, is showing us how to create ozone with a machine and then using a zeppelin to rise into the atmosphere and patch the hole in the ozone layer.
We could use this to put it on a zeppelin with cold mist and we fix the ozone.
Why do you think no one's been doing this now? It's come up with your great idea.
I'm not sure. They should have done it a while ago, but I guess if I came up with this idea, it would be nice to do it if I went.
Well, you could save the planet and get rich too, right?
Yeah. Yes, I could, actually.
5 projects from here were selected for the Canada-wide Science Fair in PEI in May. One of those picked was Brianna and Meg's study of one of Jupiter's moons. The glasses make you look pretty stylish, but that's not the real purpose, is it?
Yeah, they actually split up the colors of the moon of Jupiter called Io, and we tried to see if we could see these color differences as Io rotated.
Why do that, Meg?
Because we wanted to see if we could see different colors from one night to the other night when it was on the other side, to see if there was actually color differences.
Once we found that those colors were different, we could then see how fast Io was rotating.
Now, I'm not a scientist, but I'm impressed. You're a scientist. Are you impressed?
Oh, each year the kids' projects just get more and more advanced. Their statistical analysis gets more and more advanced. One of the things that I love about this is I get to learn from them because they're so excited and passionate about their project.
Naturally, a lot of these students would like a career one day in a scientific field.
Working with renewable energy and marine life, actually.
Make the world a better place.
Yeah, I would like to work with things like this and look at the pros and cons and make sure that the marine life isn't being damaged.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be a radiologist.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to be that for a couple years, and I guess I can answer the unanswered.